And recording. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Stars of Unity Light Language, Fountain Healing, and Guided Meditative Reads tonight. I am in transit and travel. I'm in Arizona today, so not my normal background, but I'm really grateful that everyone is here today and excited to be able to share this with you. I do want to start off for the call itself. I felt led before I went ahead and hit the record to pull a card first, and that card is number 13 today, and it says Creative Solutions. Think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective. I think this card is just really, really beautiful. So it's saying to look from the creative solution. Yes, Candace.
I had a connection with a squirrel a couple weeks ago. It came up to me 5 times. So there's a squirrel in that card.
Yes, with the diamond.
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to take a snap of that.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. And it says here, it says, think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective. Your life lessons are presented to you as a series of challenges. It is how you deal with your circumstances that allow you to progress along your path and pass the tests. Even when a difficulty seems insurmountable, your unicorn will remind you that there are solutions to every problem. So look at every aspect of the solution from a higher perspective. See with spiritual eyes, listen with compassionate ears, and send love to every person involved, however troublesome they appear to be. Whatever the trial or setback, love is the universal solvent that transmutes everything. It allows magical solutions to emerge that your conscious mind could not imagine. Receiving this card suggests that you're either going through a test right now or you will be doing so shortly. It is a rite of passage on your path that will open the door to something better. You have the courage, tenacity, and the spiritual strength to handle any challenge. But this may be the time for meditation, negotiation, or a complete rethink. Examine everything with wisdom and act with diplomacy. Then the outcome will be better than you anticipate. When you rise your frequency above that of the difficulty, it can no longer have an impact on you. Use your creative mind to think outside the box. Ask your unicorn for help and stay open to its response. It says, find solutions. Draw a box. Write your problem or challenge inside it. Write possible solutions, however fantastic and implausible, outside it. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Invoke your unicorn and sense it beside you. Write on it into your higher dimensions. Your unicorn pours diamond light into the box and it opens wide. This attracts magical solutions. Picture the situations totally resolved for the highest good. This is always a solution. So I don't know where everybody is in life right now, but I can honestly say that card, I think Spirit decided I needed a card today. And I got a message because right now I'm on a path and a journey for the next 2 weeks that have me not where I want to be, not always doing exactly what I want to be doing, and sort of outside of my element, back into my past. I had to step backwards. And I'm going to share that because it's been a tough few days. A lot of things have hit me from a lot of different angles. It had to make me realize where I've come from. And Source is literally telling me, tap into the creative solutions. We're all connected. Abundance is really ours. We just got to create it. What I think about is what I bring about. And I needed a good reminder that spoke volumes. So I don't know what you guys are dealing with or whatever challenges you might be having and facing right this minute. I want you to know that Source always makes a way, or it seems like there is no way. So I really, really got a deep message on that one. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask everybody, how did you guys get from that card? What did it do for you? Anybody want to speak into that? And if not, that's okay.
I thought it was like very good confirmation for, things that are going through my head and things I've been thinking about, just in regards to, I don't know, I just kind of had this moment this week where I just kind of like felt like I was standing in front of a wall, not knowing like the way through it, but like the wall was me. And it's just something that Jane said this week to me, was that I was at the end of this 12-year cycle, and that this was a moment in time where I had to face some things about myself, and suddenly it just didn't seem like, just hearing that, like, really have just been sitting with that all week, and I, because I remember when she said it, I was like, oh God, please don't let me miss the bus. Please don't let me miss the bus. Like that's what I was thinking. And so, because I don't want to repeat mistakes. I don't want to keep repeating these same, lessons that I'm missing or whatever. And so then it just really made me think, like, what is it that I'm not facing within myself? What am I allowing to hold me back? And I don't really have the answer yet. So I'm still just kind of, I mean, I know it's all me. And I don't know, I'm just kind of like just sitting with that,
Yeah. Well, I think we all are. We all face those moments. We're all in the same boat. We just always think that everybody else must not be having the same problems I am. But we all have the exact same things going on. And sometimes it's harder than we want to admit.
Well, there was this other one that I had read this week too that, was talking about, the different, like how a certain kind of narcissist attracts another kind of narcissist. And really it was just, you're, that person's a mirror to the things that you are not giving yourself. So those things that other people do that trigger you, no matter how narcissistic they are, like they're just the mirror of the unresolved, like, feelings of not being able to love yourself or be secure with yourself or be, and so then that makes me go, okay, so then, why am I not able to be my own sense of accomplishment or my own sense of security or my own sense of love or my own, because everything's always outside of us. And then we try to get that in these relationships. And then when other people don't meet that expectation, we just go down like in that love. But you can't make somebody love you the way you're needing or wanting. You can't fix it outside of yourself because it's all in here. And so then you just kind of come face to face with that, and you're just like, oh, like,
Right. So
and
what I want to say is, I want to say something into that, what you're talking about. Love or any emotion, it doesn't matter where it's at, it all begins within. Whether or not it's triggered from somewhere else or anything else, that emotion is always inside of us. It's not outside of us. None of it is outside of us. Now, do we have the reflective relations? Yes. Do we have circumstances? But they're all there for a lesson. We are literally experiencing these things for a lesson. What are we learning? So when you have a situation that is arising, I'm right now in the middle of one and I'm going, why am I here? What is this purpose? What am I doing? And you know what it is Source is literally saying here, let me give you a front row seat to where you came from. Let me show you who you really were and how far I've really brought you. And it's been tough the last few days. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's been tough the last few days. But you know what? Source cares so much that he doesn't want nothing left behind when he's ready to take you and elevate you to the next level. He wants you to be able to see, to know, to feel, to hear, to completely embody all of it, where you can come back through. So you know, like on the Diamond Matrix, the book with the diamond and the reflection, and you got that little point on it that comes with the pulling through the little spot. Joe, if you can you show the book so I can have the example on there of Ruth's Diamond Matrix book? Right now, at this moment in my life, I've all gone through so much stuff that I'm like right at that point where I'm being pulled into the higher space. And that's where everything opens up. You look here, you've got the diamond and the reflection. And then you've got that little space in between the two. I've been in that little space in this traveling as I've been building my life over the last few years of my life and my transformation. And I'm literally about to shoot up into that upper part. And I'm coming into that higher understanding right now. But I have to face it. I have to look at it. I have to look at it in the mirror and go, wow, that is beautiful. I love that, Tanis. That is amazing. What an example. Thank you for sharing. Oh, but thank you, Joe, for grabbing the book too. But I mean, literally, this is where we're all at. And what I want you to do today, if you're embarking on a new journey, if you're facing your past, if you're confused about what's happening next, if you're literally sitting on the outskirts of your life and looking in, or if you're literally looking back in the box of life, I want you right now to take and actually ask that only what serves our highest good and what brings us to that better space of our life to be able to live in the abundance that is rightfully ours from the birthright that we have. I want each and every one of us to take that into consideration, what it is that we need, where we're going, what we want, and what we want to let go of, what isn't helping us anymore. And I want to start with taking us all through the fountain so that we can release what isn't serving us. So if you can right now, go ahead and type in the comments so I have the notes because I don't have a notebook with me today. If you can type in the comments section for me what it is you want to release and what you want to gain from source today. What is it that you really need? You can take that minute and type that into the comments, what you want to let go and what you want to receive. Because I can take that with us and help us to achieve that and attain that. And I'll do the same so y'all can see mine as well. So what I went ahead and typed in the comments section is for anyone on the video that's going to be listening later, I wrote in there, I want to let go of all things and feelings from my past. And I want to accept the abundance in the path to my highest good. And that's what I'm going to do today. That's what I'm letting go of is any of those past feelings, any of those things that trigger us, any of that stuff that just separates us from our good, from our best. So that's what I want to do. And then accept the abundance. We were born to it. From the foundations of creation, we were born to abundance. There is no lack. The only lack is what's between our ears and what we think about. If I'm thinking I can't, then I won't. But if I think I can, I certainly can, and I will. But it depends on me and my perspective. Oh, that one's beautiful, Kat. She's ready to let go of the fear of facing herself. What do you want to replace with it? Crystal says, I'm going to release all things that are creating blocks within me. And I release all the thoughts that create procrastination. Joe's releasing pain, anxiety, and self-limiting beliefs. And I want each of you to go ahead and add in what it is that you want to achieve out of this meditation. What is it that you want in your life? I got courage, confidence, beautiful, motivation, and the correction. Sorry, that's what I giggled about. There's a correction in the comments section. Editor. And now I know who my editor is. I'm calling on a Crystal. Please edit this. I don't spell so well. Let me see what happens here. I can write anything.
I'm literally the worst speller. If it wasn't for spell check, I would be in trouble. And now in Word and things like that, it tells you where you need punctuation, even better. So I'm like, do I need a comma here or don't I?
Beautiful. So now that I've got everybody's, I believe, Joe, what are you bringing in instead of your pain and anxiety and self-limiting beliefs? Yes, 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 yes. To know without a doubt that I am that I am. Oh, yes. Shaham, shoham, shoham. Shaham, shoham, shoham. I exist only because I am that I am exists. And because I am that I am exists, I can exist. That is what that means. It is the most beautiful sound. Shahum, shahum, shahum. And I want you all just to close your eyes for a minute while I do that. Shahum, shahum, shahum. Oh, shahum, shahum. Oh, shahum, oh, shahum, oh, shahum. Oh, shahum, oh, shahum, oh, shahum. Oh, Shoham, oh, Shoham, oh, Shoham. I am that I am exists. And in that existence, I am that I am exists in me, and I exist in him. It is so beautiful. That is true connection to source. That is Sanskrit for I am that I am and exists. And because he exists, I can exist through I am that I am. What I want you guys to do now is just go ahead and sit back, close your eyes, and we're going to go into the fountain. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to release all of these limiting things that are keeping us bound up, kept up, and unable to become all that we are meant to be. So right now, I want you to go ahead, close your eyes, and imagine that you are sitting in front of the gates, those gates to a garden. And as those gates are opening and closing, as they close, they light up to keep you out. And then they open up And you feel a drawing within, but they're going to close. It's going to open again. And then this time, now that it's the third is closing and it's all lit up, as it starts to release and open again, you go ahead and you step in upon the path. Upon the path, you are now in the garden. You see to the left the tall blades of grass that are flowing to and fro in the winds. And upon the top, you can see the blanket of every color of wildflower. And to the left, as you look, as you continue down the path, you can see the shrubs and the bushes and the trees of all kinds, including all the plant life and all the vegetation, along with all the flowers. You may even see the birds as they fly up into the trees and maybe even hear them tweet along the way. You see the butterfly as it flutters by and bounces off of and lights on each one of those different colored wildflowers along the way. As you come around the bend, to the right, you see a bench. If there's a guardian or an ancestor or a family member that's recently passed there, and that there's a message for you, please receive. What I'm receiving right now, hearing right now on that bench is that all things are possible. We're only as limited as we believe. Rise up and know, my child, that all on the path is yours. To the left, there is an enormous fountain, and it's flowing from the top down into all the tiers and down into the basin. There's a white light cascading water effect that is flowing down, down, down into the basin. And you can see that there are two steps. I want you to step up, and then down into the basin. When you step down into the basin, you can feel those waters swirling and swirling around your feet, around your ankles, around your calves, around your shins, and around your knees. When it hits your knees, it stops. And that flowing white light cascading water effect keeps pouring down, but the levels don't rise. They just keep cycling through. As above, so below. Your healing is now available. So I want you to go ahead and step into that fountain, that flowing that's coming down from above. And I wanted to go ahead and open up the crown chakra. We're opening the crown chakra. We're going to bring that down and bring it into the third eye and opening it up, going ahead. In this moment right here, you see that that light is just swirling and twirling within your mind, picking up all of these stories, all of these things that are keeping each and every single one of us pent up and kept up. So right now, at this moment, what we are going to do, we're going to bring into the fountain the things that we want to release. What do we want to release? We want to release each and every single one of these things. I want to let go of grief, sadness, worry. I want to release letting go of all the things and the feelings from my past. I want to release that I'm ready to let go of the fear of facing myself, the pain, anxiety, and self-limiting beliefs. And as you are right now, releasing, pulling up every storyline, every vibration, everything that has anything to do with any of those things, from the anxiety, the pain, the self-doubt, the this and that, and everything, all of our past stories that are no longer serving our highest good. We're going to collect those things and now replace them. And what we are replacing those things with right now is confidence, motivation, love, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, self-control, acceptance, unconditional love, joy, abundance. I'm accepting the abundance and the path to my highest good. I'm accepting and releasing things that are no longer for our good, but accepting those things that are for our highest good. Let's go ahead and bring that down into the throat, And in the throat chakra right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to release that as we enter in. Go ahead and hear. Um, giving us the boldness and the confidence to speak our truth no matter where we're at and no matter who's watching, being of our highest good and living our best life no matter where we're at. Bringing that down, pixelating it out down through the arms, into the fingertips, up into the chest. And when it hits the heart, recalibrating, bringing it into the heart, the circle of life, revolving around, clearing, cleansing, restoring us, giving us that confidence, that security, that motivation, that love, that joy, that unconditional love. Let's bring that down into the solar plex, continuing down into the sacral, bringing this even further into the very root of our very being, removing anything that is no longer serving our highest good and only bringing in what is serving us and others around us, to bring into the connectivity around the world, to all be from the me and the I to the we, and eventually to the us, where we're all connected around the earth in unity with love and compassion. Bringing that down through our legs, down into our heels of our feet, into the soles and into the ground, pressing the story that is no longer serving our highest good into the ground as far away from us as possible, into Mother Gaia, bringing just back the light and the water, bringing for total restoration up and through the toes, into the soles, into the heels and the calves and the shins and our knees and our thighs and our hips, up into the root. Bring that up through the spinal column, bursting wide open the heart chakra from behind so that we can receive everything that is meant to be. Bringing that up into the brain stem and around to the frontal cortex of the mind and recalibrating us to complete balance, knowing that we're one with I am that I am, and that nothing can separate us, that is the truth, and there is no limiting beliefs in that. But I am that I am provides. I am that I am is, and so are we. Releasing that back up through the crown into the heavenlies. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers and your toes. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Come back in. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. And I feel right now led. I'm going to go ahead and just go as I need to tonight, because I want to make sure that I am able to reach everyone tonight with a message. And I'm sorry about all the noise that I cannot control. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through and I'm just going to allow for each person's mind, the name to come up in my mind. And whoever it is, I'm going to pull a card from whichever deck I feel led to tonight. And that is our message. So tonight, I have the Ask Our Guides. And this message today is for Lorraine. That's who I'm feeling very, very pulled to on this moment. Lorraine, I got two cards for you, and your cards are from the Ask Your Guides. And I don't know what your specific thoughts are today and where you're at, but what I'm seeing and what I want to do is just go ahead with a free read of what is happening and what I'm hearing. I'm just going to go ahead and go with it without a specific question. And what I'm receiving right now is that your spirit teachers are wanting to talk to you about the boredom. And that you're feeling in an area of something that may have something to do with feeling betrayed or maybe some deceit from somewhere in your life. But what your teachers are there is to help you through and give you some tools so that you can overcome that space, but also to overcome whatever this place of deceit may be. I'm going to go ahead and pull the card and read them. But that's what I'm feeling, is that you have come to a place from because of that boredom. You may be even deceiving yourself. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm hearing, is that this is about a message about deceiving yourself. I don't know if that's resonating at this moment or not, but that is
Actually, what's resonating more is being deceived by someone else.
okay. So there, okay.
So this is actually kind of good because I had sort of a specific question in mind of what I should be aware of or beware of.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and what I'm gonna start with reading the boredom card. And what it is saying is that life is relatively stable and calm now. And yes, you've achieved a certain degree of predictability. Sorry, I'm losing light at the moment, so I'm not able to see. I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on. I'm going to use my flashlight. You know what? We just improvise. We get over these little things that hang us up. And it says, life is relatively stable and calm right now. Yes, you've achieved a certain degree of predictability and comfort on your day-to-day basis. However, something is lacking in a way of fulfillment. Your spirit teachers gather in response to the emptiness. This gently reminds you that there's more to your life than you're presently expressing, and are calling you to remember your soul commitments of purpose and contribution to your fellow human beings. They confirm what you already know in your heart. Focusing on your interests alone will not fill your void. Trust these beautiful guides as they lovingly urge you to open your heart and share your time and gifts with others. They wisely counsel you that you are relentless. Emptiness and boredom you feel isn't the result of something missing from your life or something you've yet to attain, but rather the reaction of unexpressed talent, creativity, and love in your heart, things your soul longs to give. Your spirit teachers invite you to take advantage of your present peace and certainty, and use your good fortune to evolve yourself with those who are still struggling. For example, take a friend to lunch, help an elderly neighbor, volunteer at a literacy support organization, or spend some time with lonely relatives. Your spirit teacher's message, give more and your emptiness will subside. The next card was in regards to the deceit, and that is, here's the message from your guardian angels right now that are really coming in over this situation. And they're saying to you right now, it says, your guardian angels are present, alerting you to the fact that all isn't as it appears. Something is off and you may be in danger. Pay close attention to what's going on around you, as well as what's going on within you. You'll soon notice that bad vibes are in the air, and the signal that someone is potentially able to exploit or manipulate you in some way. So be on the alert and trust your vibes. If things don't feel right, it's hard to believe. You say, that can't be. But your guardians remind you that the treachery and the deceit are subtle and difficult to see. After all, no one wants to believe that someone might hurt them. Sometimes it's a deliberate attempt to injure, but more often it's an act of self-protection at your expense. It may show up in your co-worker's failure to inform you that the project deadline has changed, or the mother withholding the facts that your father was diagnosed with. And we know where that stands. So it's something in regards to just a real deceit, something that would hurt very deep. And even your own neglect to tell a mate that you've overspent this month and can't pay the bills. Deceit and manipulation not need not to be maliciously intended to occur or to be damaging. Often it's just a result of thoughtlessness or fear. Your guardian angels urge you to trust your vibes completely when it comes to your suspicion of others. Also, equally scrutinizes your own deceptions. Either case leads to dead ends and the disappointing outcomes. Your guardian angels to protect you from your deceit of others and your own temptations to be deceived. Have the courage and integrity to be honest. Your guardian angel's message: we will watch over you. So right now, your angels are standing by. They are seeing what is going on. So all things are going to be okay. But in the process right now, you have to really be attentive to what's going on. I'm going to go ahead.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to move on. Like I said, I'm just moving through and I'm just pulling cards as I feel. And I feel right now I'm going straight to Joe. And right now I'm going to go to the Archangel Power Tarot deck. And your card just flew off the table. What your card says right now is, again, here's your number. Your number is 13. Your peace has arrived. It says, Archangel Azrael, release the past. There is more enriching future coming. Let go, let God. So your card right now is speaking to you about coming into the peace, letting go. And what did you just take into the fountain a moment ago? That the doubts, the fears, the past, the things that are no longer serving you. So what does Archangel Azrael want to say to you? Azrael says, the peace card heralds a time of great transformation for you. It is a period of leaving behind the situations or experiences that are no longer serving you. You've outgrown this phase of your life and you're ready to move forward. The time has come and new adventures will enrich your purpose and allow you to evolve, like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. Often when this card is drawn, the time of change was expected. It may come with a sense of great relief or perhaps feeling of sadness. Archangel Azrael opens his arms to you with love and compassion and would help you during this period of transition. Take time to experience any emotions you have with grace and self-love. Additional meanings of this card: embrace the new dawn, release the past, let go and let God. Archangel Azrael is a wonderful and extremely elegant angel who helps those who are experiencing a loss. When you call upon Azrael, as though two big loving arms from heaven are wrapped around you, providing comfort and support. Solicit Archangel Azrael's aid when you need to let go of a situation or a part of your life that is no longer serving you. I feel to go with Crystal. And with you tonight, I actually feel like going to the Ask and It Is Given. I don't know if you have a specific, hold it in your mind. Whatever it is that you need right now is on its way. The Ask and Given card is you're looking for something very specific. And what your guides are saying in regards to that situation right now is, I will never cease being or desiring. You will never cease being or desiring. So I feel like you're just about ready to take flight. Life's about to take off for you. But what I'm seeing and what I'm in the card, you will never cease to be. New desires will be constantly born within you. Source will never stop answering your desires, and your expansiveness is, therefore, eternal. And so, you may begin to relax if, in this moment, there is something you desire that has not yet come to fruition. So, keep desiring, hold that desire, and what they're saying to you right now, your guides are saying, you can ask. You just wait. It's on its way. The flight is actually in regards to bringing you on the wings through the air right to your heart of whatever it is that you need. About to go with Tanis. You, ma'am, the rose is calling out to you, and that is a soulful, loving card. What is it that the rose wants to say to you tonight? And I am so sorry about my lighting. I am improvising. It's happening. We're making this happen. So whatever your question is, go ahead and hold it in your heart right now, Tanis, and really tune into yourself. Like that gem you were holding a minute ago, that is what I'm hearing. You are that gem in Source's eye. Source has been paying attention to your details for you when you have missed some. And you find that every time you turn around, something is always meeting you right where you need to be met. What I'm feeling is that sometimes you forget that that's going to happen. And what does the rose want to say? That you are the sub rosa, hidden in plain sight, mystery, learning and teaching. You may not be getting the recognition you need for what's going on, but you're literally clothing and covering so many that don't even know what you're doing. So that is what I'm getting on that, but I'm going to go ahead and read exactly what the card says to you, because there's a deeper message that is going to really ring true to you and mean what it means for you. So give me just a second to find the sub rosa. Okay. This card says, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. The rose has been a symbol of secrecy for millennia. The ancient Romans wore rose garlands on special occasions and when they were hung above important meeting places. The conversations that took place beneath were considered sub rosa, or under the rose. It was understood that things said under the rose would be kept secret and not repeated. There's also an image of the ancient Egyptian god Horus sitting with a rose and holding his finger over his lips, symbolizing silence about the deep mysteries. The phase, sub rosa, may have its origins in ancient Greece, where in 477 BCE, a secret negotiation took place in a building attached to the Temple of Minerva. Seen on this card, on the building's roof was a rose garden, hence sub rosa. Another otherworldly theory of the phase's origin is linked to Eros, who is said to have bribed Hippocrates, the Greek god of silence and secrecy, with the rose to persuade him to remain silent on the affairs of the gods. This card represents the great mysteries that are available for us to uncover and remember, secrets that are awaiting to be found, teachings that your soul might be ready to learn. Look beyond what your eyes can see and dig a little deeper. You're here to uncover lost wisdom, ancient secrets, and deep mysteries. You are called to study the great mysteries, to live the great questions, and step into the role as a teacher, a guide, or mystic. You're being called to question things and unearth the truths unknown. Your soul inquiry, what are you being called to study, learn more about, and or unearth? So what I'm seeing with that card right now, you're really at that place that you're about ready to start opening up and saying, hey, yep, here I am. This is what I do. Step into it boldly, because this card is truly saying that the secrets and the mysteries of the world are hidden within you. And just speak your truth and be true to yourself. It's very beautiful. Cat. Let me see. Did I get everyone today? No, I started with Lorraine. Kat, I need to get your card. Because I'm listening.
I'm eating, so excuse me.
That's okay. Enjoy your food. Oh, you know what? You are the star seed today. We're going to go ahead and jump in regards to the star seed. I love people.
You want me to ask her? Please put it in the chat.
You have a
Oh.
specific question.
Can I ask this question too?
Yeah.
Shayna's.
Yeah.
Say hi.
How are you doing?
I'm hungry and thank you to Kathy for feeding me.
Because
We're having girls. She said she was hungry and thanking me for feeding her.
oh, that girl always is eating. I don't know how. What do you have? Like a hyperactive thyroid that makes you eat all the time?
She's just a busy girl. She's an active girl.
Okay. Kat, I need you to focus in on whatever it is that you have for spirit because I'm feeling disconnected and a lot of interference right now. So I need you to tune in for your question. Tune into your heart. And
I got my question.
thank you for tuning in. That didn't take long. Your card tonight says, we, the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. It says tonight, this one I've never seen before, so give me a moment to locate this one. We, the Hathors. So you have a brand new thing that is coming up right now, which is necessary because you've been asking for quite some time. So something is about to pour through, and that's what I feel. Like you really needed to tune in so you can receive some guidance tonight. That's a lot of light. We, the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk. Birth as a portal. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the cosmic mother and you're being called to be held by her deep, ever-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey of earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded that the rest more deeply in the mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize the cosmic mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. So if you're being reminded that you're cradled in the sacred container, that you are more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the cosmic mothers flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. Star seed activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart. So I just want you to imagine this card at your heart right now and whisper the following. I allow the deep love of cosmic mothers to wash over me. I'm loved and I'm held. Oh, you are awesome sauce. Is there a way to plug that? Hold on just a second. I just got some extra light. Someone just saved the day. Your card, though, is really opening you up to that sacred space. So my next question right now is to go ahead and go into whatever it was for Shayna, because the energy is in the same arena for both of you right now. So Shayna, if you can just hold your thought right now. And I am feeling into that space for you. That space for you right now is actually going to come from you're looking for direction right now. You're really confused in a couple areas of your life, and you're really dealing with a couple things that you don't speak about. And in that, your guides, your unicorn guides are wanting to nudge you in the right direction. They're trying to give you clarity. So we're going to tune into that right this minute. And one of these cards is your card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. 1 through 7. Which number is yours, Shayna?
Sorry. It is loud over here with these kids. Number
One through-
6.
Number 6, 2, 3, 4,
Yes.
5, and 6. Your card tonight is enlightenment. You're looking for reinforcement in your life. So out of the enlightenment of what that is right now, what do your unicorns want to say? Your unicorns are saying right now to you in regards to this. Says the enlightenment. Look for the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone. Receiving this card draws your attention to the eagle. It prompts you to soar high like an eagle. See everything from the highest perspective and be ready to take action in a moment. It also reminds you to be a master and take full responsibility for your life and everything you attract into it. Your unicorn guides is to rise above any challenges or difficult situations. So rise high, move beyond the mental and emotional into the spiritual. Respond to everything according to the spiritual laws of the universe. The card of enlightenment also calls you to use discernment and discrimination in all things. Enlightenment is a function of the third eye chakra, which holds 96 lessons in the spiral of chambers. Unicorns are fully enlightened beings, and pure light radiates from the third eye. They use this light to awaken you. Call on your unicorn to touch your third eye with its horn and light and illuminate it. We all go through the veil of amnesia as we incarnate. Your unicorn will help you to dissolve any of the 7 veils of illusion that are still in place. Ask it to do so. Remove the veils of illusion. Ask your unicorn to stand in front of you and illuminate your third eye. It touches your third eye with its horn of light. It dissolves the red 7th veil so that you see things from a higher perspective. It dissolves the yellow 6th veil so you believe in the truth and trust the unicorn in the spiritual realms. It dissolves the pink 5th veil so that you open your heart. It dissolves the blue-green 4th veil so that you truly understand the natural world. It dissolves the deep blue 3rd veil so that you live in oneness. It dissolves the violet sacred veil, 2nd veil, so that you achieve enlightenment. It dissolves the crystal clear 1st veil so that you experience mastery. Your affirmation today: I act as an enlightened master. And the more you practice that, and literally, have you ever heard the stories about eagles? The eagle in the heart of the storm will plow through the storm all the way through the clouds and go up above. It's the only bird that can do so. It can fly to the highest of heights and actually get above our atmosphere. And it can fly. So right now you're being called to know that you can ascend much higher than you believe that you can. And to come into that place of understanding, shake off all of it and just fly above it. Continue to swirl around and around until you feel peace above the storm. And it's going to now unveil all of those veils that reach between here and source, so that you can begin understanding the laws of the universe and that they're working in your favor. If things have been not coming together, that's actually a protection to give you a better future. If it doesn't work out, go, oh, okay, what am I waiting on? Show me the way. And watch for the world to give you that green light at every intersection of life. And just be willing to receive, and all things are on its way. Whew. That is your reading. That was a very heavy read tonight, Shayna. And I love each and every one of you guys. I hope, did anybody have any questions? Because I know we're after the hour, and if anybody needs to go, I understand. And Lorraine, thank you for showing tonight. I'm so glad you made it. I haven't seen you in a bit. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I've been busy. And something really unexpected happened yesterday. And
I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Is that okay?
oh yeah, sure.